First person open world games have always come out few and far between. All these games can be played in first person and third person if you don't mind mods. Let's see how good the first person mode is and which game does it the best. GTA 5 was the first GTA game with a first person mode, and Rockstar, being the perfectionists they are, gave us a combat system that was on par with most FPS games of the time. Shooting felt powerful, every bullet was filled with impact, and above average cover system was problematic at certain points, but it did deliver most of the time. Animations were top notch, reloading, running, aiming, shooting from the hip were all so well done. GTA games have always had a wide array of guns, and every single one of them probably required different animations, but they have given us satisfying and realistic animations. Melee combat in first person mode is tricky. I can't name many games with first person melee combat, and GTA 5 did it well enough. It does feel a little wonky at times, but it worked well enough to be a lot of fun. RDR2 had a combat system that was fine tuned from GTA 5. And Rockstar added tweaks such as empty cartridges flying out of guns and overall felt a lot more polished. One thing I have to say is that guns look so damn good, and every time I took aim, I looked more at the textures on the gun rather than the target. Combat was a little too easy, that is the only complaint I have with the combat system in RDR. Melee combat had just a little bit more depth than GTA, and I have to tell you this. I have spent so much time fist fighting in this game. The combat is gritty and realistic, and when you do win a fight, you feel like a cool savage dude. Cyberpunk 2077 has a smooth combat system that beats many FPS games. Combat flows really nicely between reloading, shooting, moving, and aiming. Everything comes together nicely. Firing bullets is very satisfying, and for me, it beats GTA 5. RDR2 and Cyberpunk are neck and neck when it comes to shooting. Animations feel a lot more real than any other open world games. Reloading animations and shooting animations all feel very powerful. The way bullets hit targets, whether it be humans or cars or objects in the environment, they feel very strong. Melee combat has been given a lot more attention than other open world games, with melee builds that are fun and challenging at times. Driving. GTA 5's driving can be floaty, but it's a lot less floaty in first person. Textures inside cars and interiors in general in some areas have really low textures. Driving in first person can be a lot better in future GTA games. They can be a lot more polished. Mirrors don't have reflections, but the game is 7 years old, so you have to cut some slack. Riding carriages in RDR2 in first person was so relaxing, enjoying the beautiful game world. Riding horses in first person feels really weird for some reason. I never used first person mode while riding horses, and third person just felt a lot more convenient and comfortable. Driving in Cyberpunk is just super enjoyable, whether it be first person or third. The game looks great almost always. Cars can feel a little slow and feel like they don't have any horsepower. Sometimes even sports cars feel this way. If you turn the NPC slider all the way, the traffic in the street makes driving a lot more realistic. For me, Cyberpunk 2077 is a better first person open world game. It's not the best game overall, but it does first person better than RDR2 and GTA 5. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you thought about these games in the comment section below. Have a good day.